acting when I was about 7 years old. I was always in love with watching the school plays and productions and TV shows and movies, and I was always a very theatrical kid.
Well, that's the end of the first act, friends.
My name is Micah Kalish, and I am an actress and an acting coach. Acting is art. You know, I think we're starting to broaden our interpretation of what art is, and moving beyond just a traditional sense. And acting is that artistic expression and creative release that I've always needed in my life.
Come here. Right there. Right there. That's it, Bravo. That's the spirit.
Shut up! Shut up! Just shut up! Shut up!
So my process varies, whether I'm doing a self-tape or whether I'm doing an audition. For a self-tape, one of the most important things to me is the space.
Actually, it is an option. It's my choice, and I am sorry that you did not make that choice, but I can.
I work with Jennifer Gibson. She reads for me, she coaches me, she films, she's fantastic. And I use the same room every time, but I always like to go in by myself before a self-tape and just get comfortable in the room. Whether I'm doing an audition, you know, I get the script, I read through it, I start memorizing it, just getting it down without kind of delving into the character. And then from there, I really start to dive into the character. And otherwise, I get ready, I pick out my outfits the day before, I get my hair and makeup ready, all that basic kind of film stuff. One of the things I do that's unique is I create a playlist for my characters. I like to pick different songs that I think really fit the vibe or the experience or the moment in a character's life. I think music is such a powerful thing, and it's really helped me as an actor kind of connect to a character. Listening to a song that I think represents that person or that moment in that person's life has been really, really helpful to me. So I started teaching at Talent Inc. Canada, an acting studio in Toronto, when I was still in high school, actually. And one day they just said, "Hey, would you like your own class?" And I said, absolutely. It's such a fulfilling experience. I can't even begin to express what it feels like to see, especially working with the younger kids, to see them come in and see how far they grow throughout the year. It's a really, really beautiful thing.
My name is John Stevens. I'm one of the owners of Talent Inc. Canada. We are primarily an acting school, but we approach it from a very different kind of concept from any other school in Canada, in that we really try to see the actor as a whole. We really come to it kind of from a holistic sort of sense. And we try to create a really important balance between the art of acting and then also the business side of acting.
I'm very fortunate to have a lot of freedom with my class. So I set up a curriculum at the beginning of the year, going over what it is that I want to cover in the semester.
She has that really unique vantage point, that unique experience of being a child performer, growing up into an adult, and so we just kind of fell in love with her from the get-go. And it wasn't just us, it was everybody. You know, I mean, agents were fighting over who was going to get her. There was a lot of buzz around her and that sort of thing. And I think if we had to like narrow it down to like one single thing that just kind of was the thing that made her stand out, was her maturity. So behind me is the poster for Micah's first Hallmark movie. This was the one where they had already started production, and the writer met Micah and wrote her into the script. So they fell in love with her and they liked her so much that they actually created a role for her in that movie. So it's a really spectacular little benchmark for her in her career to have that sort of an honor. And it's a great movie too.
Dad, can we go? The Christmas tree lot is going to be closing soon.
Abigail, we've got plenty of time.
But what if we're late?
Well, we'll get a Christmas tree tomorrow.
That's what you said yesterday.
I did? Yeah. So much for the Father of the Year award, huh?
It is at risk, yes.